Every application requires some set of data via API, or there will be a lot of cases where you need to fetch multiple data from multiple APIs. But there was some certain scenarios where you need to pass the one API's response to the another API, such like header information's ID to the details to fetch the details information. How to do it in Angular? You will see in this video.
Hi all, I'm Lakshman. As a part of Angular Best Practices series, today we are going to see how to use nested API in Angular. The concept which we will be seeing is how we are going to call multiple APIs at one time and on the nested options, which is one after other in this video. So the steps we are going to see is what actually the nested API looks like, what are its options, and next we have a good demo with Github Endpoints. So without wasting any time, let's get started. As a first step, let us see what's nested API. Nested API is just this normal concept where we'll be calling multiple APIs at the one time to get all the information at one option, or there will be some chained API, which is you need the first API's request response, which need to send to the second API. Those kind of stuff, which may be called as nested APIs, multiple APIs, those all steps. So what the mainly used for this kind of multiple API requests is number one is fork join, number two is merge map. Fork join is nothing but you can add an array of API requests and you can just put it in the fork join. It will fetch all the information required for you and returns in as a array based on the sequence of the request. Okay, the next one is merge map. Merge map is nothing but if you need some sort of information which is need to be passed from the API 1's response to the API 2, I preferably ask you to use the merge map. So totally in this video we will be seeing options of merge map because lot of people knows the fork join, which is about the RSJS lab and the RSJS lab and as well as merge map. So on the week which I struggle with this, I need to pass a simple information which is from the API 1 to API 2. So for this, I use the match map options. So I like to share with you all and let us see how it works. In this demo, what we are going to use is first we are going to use a Github API to fetch the information based on the username, where mine is one. So with this, I have a URL of the followers URL, which is this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fetch first my information and I'm going to pass this URL to the next method to fetch all the followers. So that is the thing what I'm going to do in this demo. My for this demo I'm using my ng Angular best practice application. It's currently running. What I have already done is I added a module called GitHub with a component and with the default routing options and the service which checks for the search user by name, and once this search is done I will get the URL, so that URL will be passing to fetch all my users. So I'm going to pass this URL and I'm going to show this information. So I already had a predefined HTML template what I will be getting. The method I will be using here is this fetch user info by name. What I mean is I will be sending the name and where I need to fetch this information and I need to show it. So let's clean up the application, which is 5200. So this is the GitHub page. Currently, whatever I'm gonna change, it's not gonna display because the data is not there and the method is not there. For to keep it very handy, I already had it. So I'm just going to copy paste here and then explain you the things. The first one here is I'm gonna use user info by name. I'm going to send the name and it going to fetch this information where it returns the information to this match. Once the match gets, it ships the information via which is a actual RxAS options components which I'm using on zip and with the off it responds as it as a observable, so it makes combines all those things. So with the response it has the my users information, and once I got the user information I'm sending a URL for the follower. So to fetch the followers by user I am sending the URL to this API, and with direct API it is there so that it's going to check and it's going to get the information and going to respond to you. Once it's all done with the pipe and the mapping, I'm getting an array of information for this request and for this. So this is the first one, which consists of the followers where I'm mapping with the response in array in an object. The next one is this information which comes on it comes as an object, and this one also comes as an object. So I'm directly mapping the response and getting it here. Once it is done, the GitHub component page where I'm getting is I have a user info and user follower, which I already mentioned the user info and user follower here. I'm getting it displaying it in this application. So when the code is done, then I change. Lakshman Shah. So this is my profile and these are my followers. So what I could do is could copy, change it here. Where you can see there was this is a slogan and slogan is full stack and its followers. Likewise, if there was no followers, there would be no information. So if you want to have this kind of mechanism, you can have it here. If you need the information right from the page beginning, when you send the information to the resolver, you can use this in a resolver. I have a sample resolver here as a hello resolver where I'm using fork join to get both the information. Like here, if you want this, if you are going to send the parameter for like name or ID to a specific pages or any details pages, you can just get the ID and just send this information. You can just use what I'm using in here in the users change. I can just right away use it here, and with the response you'll get all that information where you can pass this to the hello components here, where like this you can get it like this. And if you need any kind of value change in the component itself we can use. If you need it on the page load itself we can use it, which will be very helpful if you have any dependent or nested API calls which require it to be happening. So this is all the demo which I can. Hope this will be helpful for you. With the demo and explanation, I hope you are able to know how to pass the A1 API's response to another API via merge map concept in Angular. I hope you are able to learn a lot regarding this, and if you so, kindly subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up, like for this video, and share with your friends who likes to learn about more about Angular. And if you have any doubts or queries, you can just ping me out at Shah Lakshman in Twitter as well as in LinkedIn. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.